Hello there, welcome back to Schwesing Bahnhof. Today we are doing some odd jobs and chores around the farm. We've just moved into June. Just loaded up the BGA. This should be the last scoop for it. And we are in this nice new front loader we got. After we put the BGA in, we decided the telehandler wasn't really suitable for loading it up. So we got a nice, sturdy, brand new class front loader. And we put in a little ramp to make it a bit easier as well. Now, after we've done this, we've got the cows to check in on. And I think it's going to be time to move the bulls back to their pasture. Yeah, that looks full enough to me. Let's get this back over there. The silage over there that we did last time, that is nearly fermented. So once that is done, we'll move on to using that for the BGA, and the silage over here we'll save then for the cattle. And I do actually have something to show you as well. If you watch the setup of the BGA, I only used one production outcome for the secondary fermenter, and we were getting a bit of a backlog. Let's run over there and take a look. So here you can see, when we set it up, we just set up one process, which was the fermentation residue to raw methane. And we've got this great big backlog of fermentation residue because it only does 336 cycles per month. I didn't pay attention to this. And our first process does 720 cycles per month. So it's doing its 720 cycles. This one's only doing 336. Left us with a great big backlog of fermentation residue. So I didn't realize, but you can activate both processes at the same time. So we are also getting digestate from this, which is called storable fermentation residue. And we've got our digester storage set to storing, and we've already got 45,000 litres in there. So that's going to come in handy for fertilizing after harvest and getting those fields ready for their next crop. So let's go and take a look at the cows now. Here we are over at the cow barn. Let's take a look. We've got no new messages, and our cows, 2 that are too young, 4 that are too young. Mean bubbles. 2 that have just turned 12 months, so they aren't pregnant yet, but all our others now, I'm hoping, where the bulls filled in where the artificial insemination wasn't successful, are all looking good, yeah. If we scroll down, I think we do have some that'll be expecting sooner. That's next year. Let's have a look. September, July. Got one August, September, August. So I have to keep an eye out. I think come July we should be getting some calves. We can pop in a bit more food as well, but otherwise they're all looking good. Pretty happy. Guess we'll leave the bulls in another month for those 2 cows that have just got to 12 months. And we will get some food in here for them. And we'll take our little old vent here. So that's the cows fed, and we brought the old fent back out into the summer barley field with the sprayer. We're going to get some herbicide down before the weeds get too big and start strangling our crop. We've also got the silage maize next door further down there, and that's going to get sprayed as well. We've not got any sign of weed growth on the grass fields, so that's something positive. Let's get our sprayer unfolded. Let's get our hood open so we can see our lines. I think in the silage maize field something funny happened with the tram lines. Well, I think, oh, it might be this field. We'll soon see. We might run out of tram lines. I'm not quite sure what happened. We'll just make our own in that case. But yeah, I do love this old fent. so it's nice to take it out. And we're not in the tram line. Pay attention to driving. Yeah, so we'll get these fields sprayed. I'll time lapse that for you, I think. Shouldn't take us too long. And we did fork out for our fancy sensors on the sprayer that spot the weeds and spray directly onto the weeds, which does save you, after the offset of the paying for the sensors, does save you a fortune in herbicide cost, because you're not just covering the whole field, which isn't necessary, not economical, not good for animals, bugs, insect life. Everyone's a winner doing it this way. Yeah, I think you can see, I think there's a bit of funny business with the tram lines in the silage maze, but we'll be okay. Right, let's swing into this one. And let's get time lapsing. may have noticed a change in tractor here, and I was right, I had messed up the tram lines in this field as well, as I think it was one of the rye fields I'd done it in. Luckily we had some narrow tyres that we could fit on to this little fen and not crush half the crop, so that's what we did. Just a quick swap and got the job done. And I'll have to keep an eye on the tram lines next year or later this year when it comes to planting. And I think we are about ready to take some tomatoes to the farmer's market. We've been growing some tomatoes in a heated greenhouse. Got our first couple of batches ready to sell. And I think that's a job for the Unimog. Let's get this put away. Here we are, tomatoes on the pallets. Let's see if we can maneuver ourselves. Not got much room. So this is going to be a bit of a squeeze. Wall right behind us there. Give him a little poke. There we go. Here's the first pallet. Just a bit of supplemental income from this. Not much, but yeah, every little helps. I'm not so sure we'll get 2 pallets side by side, but we'll give it a go. Let's have a peek outside and see. Oh, well, we should get 2 next to each other anyway. Be able to shove that other pallet across, I think. Oh! You think you've got rid of it, and it's still stuck. There we go. Yeah, we can get him in that way, but be a bit of a squeeze getting 4 in. Right, let's get this put back, and let's take a trip down to the farmer's market, which I think is just by the horses next to the grass field we might have seen before. Bit close to that there. There we go. Let's see if we can get a belt on these. Oh. There we go. Nice and secure. Okay, let's head down to the farmer's market. So there's our grass field, and we follow this lane down here. I believe we go over the railroad tracks, over a stream, and then we're taking a left at another farm. Take it nice and slow down these narrow country lanes. So not here, past the railroad. We're looking for a stream. We're going to pass the stream as well. This must be it. Yeah. And now we're going to pass some buildings to our left and take a left there. Just keeping my eyes open. Yeah, these must be the buildings. I've not been down here before. Ooh. This must be the left. Fingers crossed. This looks promising. Yeah, here's the place. Right. Let's see if we can sell these tomatoes. I was just having a poke around. Greenhouses all down here. Greenhouses all down here. Quite a setup. Nice storage building here as well. We got about 980 euros from the tomatoes. It's a not bad bit of money on the side. Keep us going. Turn a bit of a hobby into a money maker. That's always nice. As long as it's not taken away from the enjoyment of the hobby. I think we're about done for today. There's not much else for us to do really. We are just waiting for the crops to grow. Waiting for the grass to grow. Maybe get another grass cut in before harvest time. And we've got our rye, our summer barley, got our sugar beets. And we've got our silage maize. So we'll enjoy these easy days whilst we can before harvest comes. Yeah, so I think that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.